Hey, we are live on the Hangout. We're going to do our best to get everybody on. My name is Sean Cannell, and this is a Video Ranking Academy Hangout right now. I'm going to post this link for everybody that you could go directly to this, and then I can see your comments potentially on YouTube. And all right. Trying to get started here. Welcome to the Video Ranking Academy. Awesome. Okay, we got the link working now. Want to welcome you on a beautiful Tuesday morning in Las Vegas. Awesome. It's great to have you on. I'm going to go to a couple things. Let's test it out. I know we've been messing around with the link, and we created that page, but it'd be best to be able to engage with everybody directly on YouTube. So wherever you are, or in the comment section, this is a private link, and we got a few people on. Let me know if you can comment, or comment on Facebook, and let me know you see it. And what I want to figure out is who from Video Ranking Academy is on this one, so that we can also address your question specific and save the other questions for the 7 p.m. call. My name is Sean. Good to see you. And on the 7 p.m. call too, you're welcome to attend both. We'll be definitely covering a little kind of the same core content, but then also going into that. So do me a favor, comment somewhere. Heather's helping us. Comment. I see that 4 people have seen. So Jabin, maybe you're here. Sherry, I think you're here. Ransom, I think you're on. But I'm trying to figure out if I could see you, so I know that. So leave a comment on the Facebook post or on the YouTube page, just so we can greet you. Awesome. With the delay, now I see him coming in there. And hello. Want to say hi to Alex. Want to say hi to Sherry. Here we go. We're on the webinar. It's working, so we're going to get started. Heather, thank you so much for your help, kind of doing some of the back end stuff. My name is Sean, and I'm with Video Ranking Academy, but I think we know that and we know each other. Thank you for being a part of the Facebook group. I know that's been an awesome community and jamming in there. We are going here. It's Tuesday. It's 9 a.m. in Las Vegas, Nevada. So wherever you are, great to have you on the live call. Got some really cool stuff for you today, and want to respect your time as well as get to your questions. But we'll start it out with a little bit of content and go through some of the agenda. Again, thank you for your time, and thank you for your investment for being here in the course, in the community, as well as being on here and spending your time today. We're going to go live, and then we do have another call coming up. If you want to be on both, you could get more questions answered and whatever as far as later on today as well. And so let me share the screen. Oh, here we go. All right, you're going to go into Inception really quick. There's Inception, and let's jump into this. Okay. All right, Video Ranking Academy private members Q&A. Thanks for being here. I hope you have some coffee or some water, whatever time it is, or some tea. Yeah, and let's go through this quick and get to your questions, get to some screen share and some practical stuff. Thank you so much for being here today. Appreciate you so much, and am excited to be able to hang out with you. We're going to do a Q&A at the call very shortly. And so in the Facebook group, we've already got your questions, and I've got them kind of being curated on a Google Doc here. So we'll hit some of the ones you've already asked. If you've asked it, you don't need to re-ask it. But at any time during this, you can post the questions on the new question picture or somewhere in the top post. Do it on the new question picture. So there's a picture in the Facebook group that says question. So if at any time during the content, I'll blow through this first content, but if something comes up, post it on that picture. Sherry, cheers to the Nespresso. Jabin, cheers and good morning. I hope things are going good in Canada and you're staying warm. All right, so the agenda. Here's what we're doing. We are going to do a quick strategy session. We're going to go through some case studies of Video Ranking Academy students and the results you guys are already getting. You guys are crushing it, by the way. We'll do Q&A, and then we'll jump onto a few channel reviews at the end. You can also post on that questions picture the link to your channel if you want your channel to be reviewed. Heather will grab that, and then she'll make sure that those get put in a list, and we'll get through as many of those as we can. Okay, quick teaching and some strategy stuff. Talking about the major key, shout out to DJ Khaled, of ranking videos. And if we kind of just sum it up, kind of sum up some of the things we've been going through, this is the key to really crushing it and creating channel growing, money making, brand building videos. Videos like that start with a good idea and with good research. And so this is a quick case study that I just did recently. And I created a video called How to Snapchat with No Hands. And it's kind of a cool way to use a Bluetooth remote to do what seems impossible, because normally on Snapchat, you have to hold down the record button to record videos. So that video ranks number 2. There, it actually ranks number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 for like 10 different search terms. It's crushing, getting a lot of views per hour, and it's doing pretty well. So I wanted to just kind of go in to a couple things about this and think about how you can apply this to your own videos. And specifically, it's a good idea, but I didn't come up with the idea. Like the idea came from a friend, and he's like, yeah, I figured out this Bluetooth remote. And I was like, man, I was thought about it for a while. And I was like, okay, that could turn into a really great video. The idea came from a friend. So here's kind of one of the thoughts too. Sometimes we have this pressure to be original. Your ideas don't have to be original. Like you might be able to get the idea from anywhere and it could turn into a great video idea that crushes. Second, I jumped on a trending topic. And so Snapchat is hot right now and people are searching about it. They're trying to figure it out. I'm not that deep on Snapchat. Like it's something that I kind of figured out. I didn't have any other content ever out on Snapchat, but I jumped on a trending topic. I know Sherry from Live Love Latte, even of one of her case studies, I thought her Easter tablescape video was amazing. That was a seasonal topic. And so when coming up with like good ideas, trends and timing of the season can be powerful. And then I researched to find the best positioning of the video. Now, the reality of the video is that it's about a Bluetooth remote that is super cheap. So like anybody could get it and afford it. And it does cool. It's meant for taking like selfies where you set your phone up 10 feet away from you and a group family walks away and you just click the shutter button wirelessly, but it works for Snapchat. And what I didn't do was I could have, if I titled the video like Camkix Bluetooth remote, people wanting to know about that product could have found that. It probably would have ranked and they just wanted a review of that product. But the positioning that I worked on was actually more on people don't know what they don't know. But what they did know after I started typing things in the YouTube search bar was people were actually asking, how do you Snapchat without hands, or how to Snapchat with no hands, and these various phrases. So I was like, okay, what they're asking is this, the answer is this other thing. And then in the video, I put the remote as the answer for how to Snapchat with no hands. So it's kind of like how to cook steak for the cooking niche or some sort of thing is good positioning for cookware as an affiliate product to promote, or how to keep your home safe. And we have Tim, who does like personal investigation as one of the members, is positioning for potentially a camera or just anything else. But so really figuring out the positioning. And it's important to say here, we'll talk about this on this whole call, the power of a ranked video is absolutely amazing, because this video, I bet, will be 100,000 views by the end of the year or sooner. It's selling remotes, and so affiliate marketing is happening, so there's income being produced. And so, but I took probably about 30 minutes to 60 minutes to figure out the positioning and to figure out the research, because I really wanted the idea to hit. So that just gives you an idea into my process and how powerful that can be when you have a good idea with good research. And then made the video and spent some extra time on the ranking strategies, because I was like, I want to break through the noise on this topic. I want to make sure this ranks, because I think this video will have a really long lifespan. And so pretty simply, and you've learned this in the modules, but the idea comes first. And once you kind of have this idea, then you dig in with research, Google Keyword Tool, Planner, YouTube search bar, looking around, figuring out the positioning. Then you create a video and then launch it and rank it. And this is how to create these crushing videos. So here's, I think, a super valuable content that you'll want to grab for how to actually like get the initial idea. So like, how do you come up with like Snapchat, you know, this remote? Like in that case, a friend came up with the idea, came up with the discovery. I was just the one to execute on it, turn it into a video. There's a few particular things you can do, and these are really huge. Like really grab these, you know, write them down, save them. Number one is blogs in your niche. And what's I've noticed is that breaking trends and new things will break on blogs like instantly, because blogs are easy to write. You can write them, and not that they're easy, but you could write them in your, you know, your boxers. You don't have to take a shower. You could just get them out. You could type them out. But video is more complex. You got to like, you know, you get ready, you have to turn some lighting on, turn the camera on. So people will like break news all the time on blogs, news sites. It could be like some hack to, you know, some trend in any niche, business, marketing, cooking, beauty, new products. So you could, if you're keeping your fingers on the pulse, or somebody might do like the top 7 tips in a blog, I encourage you to do this. Take those posts and turn them into videos. You know, don't be bashful, like put your unique spin on it. But if they've got, you know, 5 things in your niche and a blog wrote that, just Google like best blogs in your niche. See what the latest stuff is. Let that spark things that are hot, that are trending. They're kind of doing the testing for you. And then you could just turn those into a video. If they did 5 things, you could do 6, you know, and put your own spin on it. But that's a great way to start with a good idea and then figure out the positioning. Books in your niche. So if you read a book, and maybe a new book that's breaking some news in your category, in your arena, just reading it, have some sticky notes and mark the pages like, boom, that's a video idea. In fact, we just did a Gary Vaynerchuk, one of the authors I follow, and video influencers. We did a video based on his stuff, and make a note. It'd be worth checking out. It's the newest video on video influencers. You'll see how we took his 4 points, mentioned him, turned it into our own video where we just kind of expounded on his 4 points. The video ranks. And then we also link to his book, and we want to add value to him, and we kind of want to get on his radar and let him know he's seeing that stuff. And then we also link to the book as an affiliate product. So that's a good example of kind of ways to get video ideas and then do some things. Other YouTube videos that maybe, so other people had a Snapchat with no hands, but I came through with the Video Ranking Academy formula and made a better thumbnail and made a better really video. And so, you know, somebody just hit record on their camera, put more thought into it, and even made something that was actually not original a little bit better. Magazines, they're always breaking news, and then Facebook groups. So if you find those good ideas, you find those trends, and then you could turn them into great videos and crush it. So the question to ask is, what are some good starting ideas in your niche? Like ideas to start with, trends you can jump on, those sources on the last page you could grab, and then how can you position your videos to rank and get views? Know this, that one good video, just one, can blow up your brand. It's a fact. completely a fact. We have some cool case studies to go through. But like, look, 100,000 views on that Snapchat video. Just to put it in perspective, that channel on the low end, my channel that I'm able to make a full-time living off and so on and so forth, my tech channel, the low end videos would get like 300 views. So it's not crazy, but that video's disproportionate success is coming from some of the stuff I just shared with you. All right, let's look at some case studies really quick. And if you have any questions, remember on the Video Ranking Academy Facebook group, you can post it on the questions thing and we'll circle back and answer those, and excited about that. But I want to show just like some of what you guys are doing and make a few comments on that, and then we'll be to Q&A shortly. First case study, I mentioned this, Live Love Latte is crushing it, doing awesome. And she, what you're seeing on the screen right now in the lower right-hand corner, you're seeing the vidIQ basic plugin installed. Was just on talking to a Video Ranking Academy member. This is free. This is, you sign up at vidIQ for free, and then you download the free Google Chrome plugin, and you could see this video, or you could see all those stats. And so what I love about this video is that it ranks number 4 for Easter Tablescape. And in her space, you know what that is. I didn't even know what that is, but it is definitely, it's in a niche. So in your niche, there are specifics, there are distinct things that you can do content on. It ranks number 4. It ranks for a couple other terms, but really ranks number 4, which is awesome for Easter Tablescape. And it's getting 3.5 views an hour still. Easter has passed, but I just took the screenshot today. So 3.5 views an hour. These ranked videos are brand building videos that can get you results. What I love about this video is it's so focused and it's so niche. Another tip and awesome thing here is daily chat. Carla, great to have you on. Great to have you on the call. What successful people do on the weekend ranks number 4. One of the tips here, and and then the plural version of that ranks number 3, is this video is getting 0.1 views an hour, but that's still 2.4 views a day. So 2.5 people a day, new people, are discovering this channel. You can see at the bottom there, 2 subscriptions have already been driven when you go to the statistics tab. And we can jump over there if you want, just for practical stuff. I always like to look at statistics because it lets you know how your videos are, kind of the results they're getting. And a couple things on the statistics here. So this is great. You always want to see that upward curve. A ranked video will continue to grow and won't flatline or drop. So 2 subscriptions driven. Now, when you see this number, that's brand building. This video, April 3rd, has driven a couple of subscriptions, but also never be limited by that number, because a lot of people will discover you because of a ranked video, and then they'll subscribe not on the video. They'll check your other videos out and then become a subscriber. So great job, Carla. And the huge key takeaway here is long tail keywords. And what I mean by that is there is power in going after, especially when you're building up your channel, keyword phrases that have 5 to 9 or more words in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words in this keyword phrase. And it ranked, it's working for her. Life is good. She's crushing it with greater things to come. Okay, Body Aid Fitness. I like this video. Now, I use this video as an example because it was one of the good videos that hit recently. And to specifically note, you can check it out later. It hits the Video Ranking Academy formula. And I noticed somebody, meaning of how to make a video, the order of how to make a video, and someone in the comments, probably because it's a legit video, it's got great fitness tips, but also the person in the comments said, this was my favorite video yet. And so great job. It was hitting, it was getting there, and just awesome video still. And with social media, with reach, still getting 0.3 views an hour, legit. Jabin, great job ranking number 5 and number 5 for the plural version of smoked chicken recipe. But then also this version, here's what you want to see. And we put out a target for us as Video Ranking Academy members. When we look over on the right here, we see all those blue ranking. That's like a good day. It's like Christmas tree lights to me to see all the different ranked terms. But then specifically, number 1 for smoked fresh ham recipe. The video is crushing it. Now, the other thing to notice that Jabin's been doing super well is he's got an Amazon affiliate link happening. He's got a barbecue accessory guide in the top of his description in his niche with relevant products to his niche. And so absolutely great job. And then Nush has this video, which is smashing. 3 views per hour. That's 72 views a day. That's almost 16,000 views over the next year that this teeth bonding video is going to get. Well done. Well done. Video Ranking Academy members, I hope this kind of stuff gets you pumped to, for what's possible for your channel. Now, she tapped into a niche here. I think some of the principles that just was pretty unique. Another category that I had never heard of before. So she's smashing it because there's vacancies in your niche. There is. You got to just find them. And that's why one good idea with some good research, digging around, it's so valuable. And let's put this in perspective. Almost 16,000 new people who do not know Nush. She lives in London. She's awesome. They don't know her. She's a stranger to them, are going to discover her this year. 16,000 human beings from this one video are going to be introduced to her, her brand, what she's doing because of just one ranked video. And when she's taking a day off, when she's, she just sleeps in one day, she doesn't work, her video's working for her. When she's taking a day off, 72 new people are getting introduced to her. So just a reminder, right, that one video can introduce you to 72 new people per day, every day, no matter what you're doing. Power break videos. A couple others. Karen has got a great niche. And so because she's niching down, ranking in multiple terms, Perler phone case tutorial made easy, number 1, awesome. Almost a view an hour. That's 24 views a day, crushing it. And then Yummy Inspirations hit a niche in this cooking place. There's a lot of different recipes, so many opportunities. Cinnamon French toast sticks recipe number 2. So great job. So I'm just blown away. Video Ranking Academy members, you are crushing it. And I hope it's encouraging to see that, like, look, you guys are getting results. Like your fellow members are getting results. And it's absolutely worth it. And just as before we get into the Q&A, just a few quick thoughts. A river cuts through a rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. And consistency in this. I know it's hard. Like, I know creating videos is challenging. That's why a lot of people don't do it. And that's why a lot of people give up. But you could see this is worth it. It could change your life. It could change your family. It could build your brand. So persistence in continuing to do this, nobody hits it every time. I put out videos that I'm like, man, I hope that one did better than it did, and it doesn't. But when you get those ones where here's an analogy, baseball. Sometimes you just get a base hit and you're like, all right, at least I got on base. And sometimes you get a grand slam, and Nush did that. She's got that teeth bonding video and it's just crushing, and it's growing her channel. And sometimes you get on second base. And so persistence, just keep going, keep crushing. You could see that it works, right? I mean, it's clear. Video Ranking Academy is proven, like, it works if you work it. And so, as you know, Rihanna would say, I think, keep work. Keep working it. Just keep going in there. And I want to show you something, just so you can see, really transparent with you. And so to kind of cast vision for where you can go with all this stuff. And so I just took a screenshot of my Amazon affiliates account. And this was for yesterday. You can see that, April 4th. And yesterday, from Amazon affiliates, my personal earnings were $162.61. And later on the next webinar that we could do some Q&A about this too, but we have another hangout coming up later this month, and it's going to be all about monetizing the quickest and fastest ways to do this. I mean, it's in the course, but we'll go deeper on it and answer your questions. Like, this is legit stuff, guys. And yesterday, this is a screenshot from yesterday. Yesterday, I had calls to make. I had things to do, errands to catch up on, hung out with my cousin, met with some other people. I didn't do any social media. I didn't do anything, but this was happening because of ranked videos. And it's a range. This isn't like an anomaly. This is, it's usually this kind of like about the base. And it goes up from here or just a little bit lower than this every day on autopilot because of ranked videos. And that's reproducible. I just got through a conference and learned a whole bunch of new ninja stuff that I'm going to be adding to the members area, sharing with you guys. So I share that because I want you to have hustle mode on. I want you to keep putting in that work, keep building, don't get discouraged, and know that this stuff is legit and it makes a huge difference. And what happens is, looking at those numbers and stuff, like this isn't like a get rich quick scheme. It's a hustle mode on program that can change your family, make a greater impact, influence, and income. And so it takes time though. And what happens is momentum does build. And as you add videos to a library of ranked videos, you keep hustling, you build a library of ranked videos, it's building your brand, it's building your income, it's getting you legit results. And so as we jump into channel reviews and Q&A, I want to give you some homework. And this is fun work. In fact, we should cross out home. We should call it, give you some fun work. I know you're doing this, but based on everything I just shared, here's your goal for the next month. I want you to do one research video. If you could do more than this, you're already doing this, but based on, okay, what are the good ideas in my niche, one per week for the rest of this month? What are the good ideas in my arena? I'm going to do some good research to figure out the positioning, and then I'm going to make good content so the video delivers, and I'm going to do good ranking principles. That is the proven, repeatable process. One per week this month. I know you got stuff to do. I know you're juggling different stuff, but put some time and some hustle into this because momentum comes. And sometimes it feels like you're pushing, a boulder up a hill, but there is a tipping point and you're like, okay, whoa, now it's rolling down the other side and I'm catching speed, I'm catching momentum. And so this month, commit to me that you'll do one well-researched video per week. It's not, I mean, if you miss one, that's fine. But like you could do this. It's 4 videos in a month with that are strategically placed according to the modules and stuff like that. Okay, so I hope that you got some value out of that. We talked about some case studies. We're going to jump into some Q&A, and we'll do some channel reviews. I've got your questions over here, and you can still post in the Facebook group on the questions. I'm back. Hey. Okay, so let's talk questions, and I'll also be able to screen share capture with you. All right. When it comes to, so Jabin asked, when it comes to keyword research, which holds more weight? YouTube suggested searches or Google keyword searches? Sometimes YouTube suggests a key phrase that's being highly searched, but Google suggests a lower search term. How do I find the balance? Good question, Jabin. So 2 ways to search for, and let's get a window open and we could share this. 2 ways to search. Of course, your Google Keyword Planner. Also Google. So Jabin, how to barbecue lobster tail. Oh, that'd be a good one. And so that, shows up there. And then you get all these other recommendations. Hope you're tracking. How to barbecue lobster tails from frozen. More ideas are coming from Google right there. Then YouTube. You could start there and you could come how to barbecue lobster tail here on YouTube. And it's either not low. There you go. How to barbecue, how to grill lobster tails at home. That's different. Different people are typing in stuff here and then here. And then the final one is Google Keyword Planner. And that's where you could get the actual numbers. So let's just, for value's sake, go here and take that top search term and figure it out. And so in answer to your question, which holds more weight? Well, on YouTube, what holds more weight is the top predictions on YouTube. So this is telling you that this is the most searched term in this phrase on YouTube specifically. So I would kind of gravitate towards that. However, what I found is that ultimately you want to experiment with all of them. I've got ranked videos on the first page of Google. So what's happening here is relevant. Like even from frozen, that's a weird way to phrase it. That would not be a bad title, doing all the Video Ranking Academy principles to the video, and especially embedding it on your blog, which is something we could also get into on and building that out. And so then coming here and how to barbecue lobster tail 260. And I might title the video, you know, cooking lobster tails dash how to barbecue lobster tail according to the title formulas. And now you've got 9,000 plus 260. And so to re-answer your question, when it comes to researching which holds more weight, for Reiki on YouTube, the predictions on YouTube hold the most weight. But I go with the most, I go with kind of my gut. I don't know if that's a good answer. And so, yeah, on Google, it might say that it doesn't have that much traffic, but on YouTube, if I see it's an opportunity, it's going to be a good video. So you just got to experiment. And so I hope that answers your question. All right. Alice says, I'm trying to put out my best stuff and figure best stuff first. How do I keep those videos from being buried by something more recent and maybe not as good? Okay. So Alice's question, if I understand it, I'm trying to put out my best videos first, but she's starting out, doesn't have like an audience yet, and is thinking, okay, if I put out my best stuff and then I'm putting out new videos and the new videos are not as good, and I put on my best stuff out first before I had an audience, what should I do? And what I would actually say is don't be afraid of making the same video over and over again. And video influencers, we had early stuff that was like, in our opinion, we thought it was awesome. Like we thought it was good. And it came out though when we had no subscribers. And now it's 13 months later. But when I say what we can do is we can remake the video with a new spin on it, but don't be afraid to remix your best stuff. And especially when you're trying to come up with content, it could be hard to come up with original content. So maybe you could even just go deeper. Your knowledge is actually more thorough. Your distinctions, your video skills have gotten better. And so I would say don't hesitate to put out your best content because that's a good impression. And don't hesitate to sometimes, we also we don't always put out stuff. I think we should never put out a D or an F, but sometimes we put out A stuff. Sometimes our videos, are B, maybe they're C plus. If it's a D, maybe you shouldn't post it. But then you can come back around and repost your A stuff, figuring out what resonates. I hope that helps. Ransom asks, do you have any thoughts on channels that combine niches? My channel combines fitness, games, and fantasy. While I understand the basics of ranking, it gets muddy when I'm combining topics. Great question. Combining niches is usually not a great idea. And this is a good example. So this will be just kind of hard advice, but it's a good question. Here's the challenge. If someone comes to you and subscribes to your channel for fitness and they're like, awesome. In fact, and they're like, I'm watching your video, you're giving me fitness tips. And in the video, and here's one of the things that I want all Video Ranking Academy members, here's another good piece of homework. In the intro of your video, you want to be able to say, hey, what's up guys? Sean here. And this is Video Influencers. On this channel, we interview video influencers and we post tips and strategy videos to help you with online videos. So if you're new here, definitely subscribe. I want you to create a 1-sentence verbal line that you could say in your videos that pitches the value of your channel. So here's the challenge. If you say, hey, what's up, Ransom here. On this channel, we post fitness tutorials as well as health advice, etc. Then people can go, awesome, like subscribe. But if you go, we post, fitness videos plus gaming and fantasy videos, then I might say, well, man, I do want the one thing, but I don't want to necessarily see, like if I wanted the other stuff, then I would subscribe to that channel. So can you combine niches? Sure. And people do They do it and they pull it off. The fallacy with combining niches, though, is that the people who do it have a personal brand and people buy into them. And that's rare and harder to do today than it was in like 2008 when people were starting out YouTube, because it was all novel and new. People want like specific channels they can go to for resources and to see you as you know, the go-to person for that. So you can experiment with both, but there's power when you could say, like Jabin's channel, just as an example, when he's like, look, man, it's all barbecue. It could be about grills. It could be about spices. It could interview other barbecue experts. Someday he'll go on Food Network, Hell's Kitchen. You know, he could do a lot of stuff and keep going deeper in barbecue. But if he said, he goes, and I also do gaming videos here, then when you build up an audience, you lose it when you mix. And so, and also one thought is can be encouraging in that is do, in Video Ranking Academy, talk about TV networks. Think about your channel as a TV network. So it might be broad like a Food Network, but Food Network and ESPN are two different networks. So that should be two different channels. Body Aid Fitness. What tips would you give someone about how to keep their energy at 100% throughout the entire shooting process to continue the quality of the videos that your videos are accustomed to seeing? So this is a little more maybe self-help, you know, or like outside of the tactics and strategy of Video Ranking Academy. But I take this question super seriously. What do you do to keep your energy at 100%? I treat shoot days super serious. And so I try to get enough sleep. I try to be super hydrated. Before I shoot, I actually drink protein powder. We interviewed Lewis Howes, great inspiration in our life, and I bought some of his books, and I got this protein powder. I drink this protein powder. I drink a green smoothie because I want my mind, I want nutrition, because shoot days are hard. You feel mentally exhausted, physically exhausted. So much goes into it before you even hit record to set up. And so I think treating all the basics of having just good nutrition for health, good sleep, good air, and then I go in, and then I think also part of it is then the psychology of the shoot day. Here's a tip that is really great. Do a self-evaluation before you get on camera and be honest with yourself. For everybody watching, on a scale from 0 to 10, what is my energy right now? What am I coming across? And self-evaluate. And then just say this: if it's a 6, then make the conscious decision to turn it up to an 8. Maybe you're exhausted, but you could just switch into an 8. And so it's something you develop over time. But for me, sometimes you can just kind of be in a slump and there's no one there to kind of motivate you. So I have to snap on and be like, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to, you know, and like turn it on and be yourself, you know, be unique and whatever, but you got to turn it on and some of those other practical things. Sherry, I integrate affiliate links, but further, how do we figure out what products and services, to integrate or create? So different than affiliate links. To the best I understand this question, Sherry, it's kind of like a never-ending journey of discovering new stuff that you can promote, new stuff that you can do. And so it all starts in Amazon. Like Amazon is a never-ending place of ideas. But let's get super niche and practical on this question with some super actionable kind of stuff. Okay, a couple resources. So one, Amazon. And so you're doing like lifestyle, and helping around the home. And so like Easter Tablescape, there's maybe some different products you could kind of put on there. So you have Amazon, all the products here. But then in fact, make sure you download the 51 video ideas. So inside of 51 ways to make money on with video, that's a downloadable link in here. And since we're on here together, I will give you, we can look at some of these specifically to give you an idea of like different ideas. So a product review video, great way to do some Amazon affiliates or tutorial or gift ideas. You know, you could write an ebook, you know, harder to do, but it's actually pretty easy to upload an ebook and make money. Unboxing videos, but I want to show you a couple things. Now, this area can sometimes look, okay, a couple things you could say, brought to you by Netflix. Have you ever seen somebody sponsor a show? You could say that and just link to the affiliate program and try to get a link set up Netflix.com/live love latte. That's an idea. And audible.com. If you're a reader, you could get people to Audible. You get money just for people signing up. So the things that align with what you're doing, I think you personally could try FameBit. You have over 5,000 subscribers. Reward Style is another network. This is a free download, guys. It's one of the bonuses. So get this and look at it later. But a couple other things is like clickbank.com. This is what I wanted you to see. So ClickBank is sometimes kind of has like spammy seeming internet marketing products, but there could be relevant stuff for what you're doing. And so, on here, if you go into the marketplace, you can go fitness and you can get like education programs and different things. And then you could see in here like that if you sell, and I have not pre-planned this, so I don't know how this will look, but like, Chronicles of a Working Fitness Personality is $20. Your commission on this, if you promote this ebook, is 75%. And you'd get $13.09 for the sale. So my recommendation, though, is that you'd promote this with integrity. So I would buy it myself and read it and maybe even implement it and talk about it and then potentially link to it. And we'll get more into some of these stuff later. But in any niche, there's products like this. So ClickBank is a site that you can check out. And there's even like, they even have physical products. This is like a green protein shake and some different things. So you could dig deeper. So dive into that money making ideas guide. A lot of practical stuff that you can execute on there, and just be coming up with ideas in your niche, in your niche. And so I hope that helps. Okay. I'm going to do a couple more questions, and I will do more questions later as well. And remember, all these videos will be in the members area because I want to get into a couple channel reviews. Jabin, when competing for the top spots that have videos with great keywords. Hello. When competing for top spots for videos that have great keywords, tags, and thumbnails, how do you differentiate yourself so that your ranking strategies trump others? Okay, so if you could just kind of remember the ranking factors. Number one, when you're building channel authority, I mentioned the strategy of like long tail keywords. I would do that all day because I would rather, like, you do 4 videos this month. I'd rather do 4 videos that get 100 to 1,000 new views a month, or 100 to 500 views a month, that have like longer tail keywords, how to cook a Christmas ham with, butter. And it's like super specific. And get a lot of ranking videos that are working for me, then go against the big guys at times. But what that does is those channel authority, that consistency gets you positioned to go against the big guys. If they have great keywords and their thumbnails are great and their tags are perfect and they have more subscribers, you still beat them. I go after, I feel like at times I'm David, they're Goliath. I still go after them. But that's what I would do. And the flip side of that, though, is to also then look for the opportunities, though, where you can have the cutting edge. Because what it sounded like from your question, you're like, they have it all together. They have good thumbnails. They have like everything's perfect. It's crushing. But here's some of the things to think about, the ways you can just try to be. If you could just be like 1% better, 5%, 10% better, you could do a couple things. So notice a couple things about this video. In my humble opinion, I've got the best thumbnail, especially compared to this all black thumbnail that's ranking #1. So my plan is that I will outrank this person. But recency and they got to a lot of views, and look, this is a great example. This guy only has 343 subscribers, but it's crushing it. So it shows it's kind of possible, being first to market, having a good idea. His method of even answering the question is different. But I mean, it really does come down to this. You got to be better. And it just may be a little bit better. So how can you put out a better video? Now, notice My engagement rate's better. My social engagement from putting stuff out there is better. I've done more in my my keywords. This is a cool thing about Amazon affiliate links when it's in the top line. It's clickable on the search page, guys. So people could skip your video and still potentially do that. So that's kind of side note. And so the answer is to be better, right? And stand out. And so you could stand out in the way you articulate it. I also doubled up. Snapchat tricks is a second keyword. And so I think in the long run here, I should be able to anchor this spot and live there for a long time. And the last question, what are your tips for the editing process? Do you have a framework? Alex, great question. I basically do what is in the framework of what's in the academy, but I'll put this, and if you like want to write this down, I'll go through this super fast. I shoot on a camera, and I take the SD card and I capture it on an SD card reader. I download it to the hard drive. I drag it into Adobe Premiere Pro, and I put it on the timeline, and then I chop it up and get all my ums and all these different things out of there, and I get it all just down to the raw parts. It's also kind of easy to edit because I follow the Video Ranking Academy framework. So then I just go intro, or I go hook. I drop my logo. I've got all my logos saved. Drop my logo in there. I then put all the middle stuff in there. I put my end card out there, and I've produced stuff that I just use repeatedly. And you can check some of those videos out. You know, the way Video Influencers is. The intro and the outro kind of stays the same. I've got my music. A tip is that I've got my video assets kind of just in a folder as music, my end card, which is the graphic at the end. And this might sound like a lot, but once it's produced, you just repeat the process. And then I just put it in as a formula. And so it just follows that Video Ranking Academy. And then I put it all down. I put some music on the intro, music on the outro, fade it in and out, and I export the video and upload it. And so editing is definitely it takes some time, but I think just to keep it simple and break it down into parts, and you can do great. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out on the call. We're going to jump into some channel reviews right now. I hope you're excited, and keep engaging. If you got anything else that we need to know, put it on the questions. Heather can check it out on the questions page on our thing. So we have a channel review. Let me make sure. Okay, I'm going to come up. Live Love Latte is first. I got a couple things, and if we don't get to it now, we can get to it tonight if you want to jump back on. And remember, tonight will also be saved in the members area, so leave us a note in the Facebook group. Okay, so channel review. So what I'm going to do here, give me permission to be blunt and frank. And then we'll just kind of go through these. I've got 4 to do, and we will also be faithful to your time and everything like that. So we're starting off here with Live Love Latte, and you're crushing it. So this looks good, really great. So let's talk about some principles we can learn from. Number one that is absolutely phenomenal about this channel is new video every Friday. So like a TV show, I know that I can see the new video every Friday there. Good photo, personal branding, a well photo cropped well for the channel icon. And then also not having it the same. Sometimes it's nice to not have like this logo be right here. And so that complements each other really nice. Live Love Latte, cool banner, inspired and organized as like a tagline. But then it also, so 2 things to take note of. When do you upload videos? And if you don't want to commit to that, at least say new videos every week or new videos every month. But it lets people know like you're going to keep showing up. And then it tells us exactly, this is the power of the niche. It tells us exactly what we're going to get here. Home organizing, home entertaining, our latte life, which I believe probably was like a vlog. And so phenomenal. And the niches are in alignment. Link to the blog, which is great, also good for ranking and then embedding the videos here. This blog, I don't know what kind of blog it is, but I imagine it's a WordPress.com. So this, if you're intimidated to set up a blog, setting up a blog like this would not be super challenging, but it gives you some quality and place to be consistent. And then having your relevant social networks here. One tip might be up to you. I don't know how big you are in Google Plus. Actually, I know, I think that like has to be there. I think you do some things. That's just not probably your most important social network. Just push you put your most important social networks up here in order. And any that you aren't really active on, there's no reason to promote, just as a general tip for everybody. Here's another place that's important to be is you want to have a good section here that, again, lets people know what you're all about. And so this is perfect. It's like whether you're juggling life as a busy parent at home, working in corporate, I'm here to help you declutter, organize, and create functional. So Video Ranking Academy members, this is a channel to like swipe, take her, follow the phone. You could be like, hey, I'm Alex. Whether you're trying, and then just your pitch, like you could use it almost as a template. It's good in a lot of these areas. Another cool thing, and you could just Google kind of how to do this. Support your channel is something to turn on. I'm curious how good that works. I know what works when you do it is you give a call to action. Maybe once a month, you could say, hey guys, if you love these videos and you appreciate them, you can let people know. Anybody can install this support button, and you could build an income stream from just your audience that loves what you're doing. And that's cool. And you can just plug that into your channel. We're starting out with a pretty good example. New to Live Love Latte, start here. Brilliant, because people do land on this page. They don't know what to do first. If they're going to get an introduction to your content, this is the place to do it. And then you could create your top 10 playlists and put them on the home page here, and you arrange them different. It's amazing. So great. I wish I had, something to critique. The channel trailer is something that everybody could do. And so then this pitches. Oh, I did watch this. Here's one thought that you could do is I would like this channel trailer better. I know you guys can't hear it. If it had a voiceover, and it would be easy to do. It's great how it is. No need to necessarily change it, but you could just download it, or find your file that you saved. Be like, hey guys, and describe what you're seeing. I think it would make they'd hear your voice, and it wouldn't just be 60 seconds of music. Sorry, my dogs are barking. And then last thing is thumbnail wise, they're good. They're clean. I think you could lessen how much Live Love Latte branding is on here and use more of the screen to zoom in closer to what things are. If that makes sense. One tip on thumbnails, personal opinion, is, sorry, my dogs are literally going crazy, is to go in closer. Like on this is a great example. This one right here, you could frame this even with this, you could crop this in a lot closer. Does that make sense? Get more eye contact, more of your face. And then the other thing is the potential call on thumbnails. This could be really small. Like it could just be in the corner. It could just be like a little thing, give you more real estate for your thumbnail picture. And then potentially at times using text on your thumbnails where applicable, and text on that it doesn't repeat. So you wouldn't want to say how I set up a mini buffet with Ostrom Lightify, and put that whole text on there. You might just say like mini buffet ! So it's a complimentary thing. But I mean, you got really great consistent branding. You're crushing it. It's going really good. All right. Channel reviews. I hope you guys got a lot of good tips from some of these too. All right, Body Aid Fitness. Cool. Support button, put out some of the tips we learned from the last one. A channel trailer would be huge. And this is just like we talked about on this call, a channel trailer that would say, that pitches your channel, lets people know what they're going to expect and lets them know. So pitches the value, gets people to see. Good thumbnails, things are working good. I think, your text could always be a little bit bigger, like in arm workouts. I think we could all probably learn from zooming in. So you could crop in this thumbnail a ton more. Like your head could literally be here, your feet here, zoomed in, get rid of all the space over here, and then make everything bigger. I like how you've got your consistent logo on here. I'd go deeper in this about section and maybe be a little more, specific and what people can expect and when. Personal opinion, I might get rid of this subscribe 15 exclamation part, because at the same thing too, people are going to either subscribe. I mean, you could still, subscribe for and really pitch the value. People aren't going to subscribe because of, let me just my opinion. This all caps and exclamation points in communication say you're shouting, like yelling, like subscribe, you know what I mean? So just be like way cool and add your value, like subscribe for fitness videos, whatever. And so really thinking, this is developing out that even in video, like copywriting or like writing copy, like blogs, whatever, having some good copy there is building a relationship, like really, hey, what's up? And sharing some of those, just a tip. And then definitely up here, new videos every week. What's it going to be? New videos every week. And then pitch the channel value on the banner so they can see what it is. I definitely get it. It's a fitness channel here. But that's a huge opportunity. If Instagram is your number one thing that you want to promote, then that's great. So you definitely want your main thing. Some channels too, you can make the channel art point to it and say like, click here. And that's also a good way to build your email list. If you want to give something away, click here to download the free guide, because that's a powerful point right there. And then, yeah, but good. And then keep doing the Video Ranking Academy modules to keep posting videos. It's cool to see this is relatively new, 2 months old. It's since your first video, 100 subscribers already in 2 months. So I think when you keep doing stuff, you can 10x what's happening. All right, the beauty burn. That is great. Love that intro. This is great. So, okay, love that intro. First tip on video production is crop in. We don't need all this space above your head. Come closer. You could still frame, if you could follow my mouse cursor here, the shot could be framed with your and thing. This looks great. It could be framed here, here, and here, right around there. And it looks like in general, a lot of times when people start video, our eyes and our minds push us to put our face in the center. You don't actually want your face in the center of a video screen. You want your hair like right at the top as far as how it's framed, so you can zoom in. So quick tip there. Love it that you have a trailer. Trailer's powerful. Utilize your social networks, push those. And I would work on, same thing about this image too. This could come in closer, and I would work on pitching exactly what the value of your channel is and why people should subscribe. From my opinion, the age of smoke and mirrors doesn't make sense fully to me. Although here, and I just go right out there and say it, I am here for women of a certain age, over 40, 50, and 60-year-olds who refuse to give up. I would say over 40, maybe just stick with over 40 or whatever, your branding and your audience, what you're going for best. But you could put that in like one, like work on your branding, but it could be, beauty, skincare, and health tips for women over 40. Boom. I'm like, okay, I get it. I know if I want to be here or not. And I think, I don't know if you want to kind of keep your identity. Okay, you say burn here. I might be a little more out there with you. I liked how Sherry did, like, hi, I'm Burn on here. This is what I do. Like really just kind of putting yourself out there, like at a in-person event, like holding out your hand to shake hands and meet people. One thing I didn't go through for a lot of the other channels, I didn't look into it. Playlists, remember, if you're going through the modules, are one of your most powerful places to back up your rankings. And so you could use playlists more. on these thumbnails. And let me remind me to talk about a quick playlist tip on these thumbnails. Crop in more. Again, you could be on this thumbnail, you could get rid of all of this, call it real estate. All of that's gone, all of that and all of that. You want to be up close. So I see what this is and I see this. And then text could also help on those. But overall, it's looking great, looking good. I think that your niche is so strong. Your videos, your confidence, everything is so great. That all looks good. That you want to keep going. And I think if you work on your branding and really plant a flag for who you are, one thing to consider in the beauty niche too, Instagram should be like a major play. And so, yeah, leveraging the social networks that can go up here. And one tip, when you have the capacity, every video influencer Ranking Academy member should have a blog of some sort, even if it's just like an easy to set up Tumblr or WordPress.com for backlinking and a place to kind of build out your brand. And then the last, I didn't address this on everybody's channel, but definitely use your subscriptions. Love it. Love the Amazon links. That's great. Remember that I think some more research could go into this. Contour for the mature face. In this video, I talk about how to contour a mature face. You could also put your, and then asterisk or whatever, and put your affiliate link above the fold and mention in the video, hey, if you want to check out, the products I'm using in this video, I'll link them up in the description. You're good with those, and that could keep growing. Good disclaimer. Go through the modules, and I know you've gone through them, but I think perfecting that process is huge because you're doing great. It looks great. Those are a few practical tips to do. And the playlist tip reminder really quick would be this. Even if I only have one video and I want to rank that Snapchat video, one of my tips in creating playlists is I made a thing called Snapchat Tips and Tricks 2016. And I only have one video there. But this is, and it's mentioned in the modules, all the ranking steps. I mean, and when you want to put in a little extra work, it reinforces how to, like, what the topic of this playlist is. It says cool Snapchat tips in the description here. Super quick to set up. Takes 30 seconds. And then I also, whether I add more to this playlist or not, it actually is another link, another trigger to Google for ranking your videos in addition to all the other stuff. And as Live Love Latte, and as we all should do, your homepage here is something to really optimize and set up for what they can expect. I think popular uploads, but video tips, gears, and recommendation. You can also put your playlist here, like best lighting. And I actually haven't cleaned this up in a while, but playlists are powerful. Let's do one more, guys. Thanks. Thanks so much for being on. We will land the plane here shortly and also be hanging out tomorrow. Okay, so let's see. Postal Barbecue for channel review. Can't wait to also hang out tonight. Probably spin a few different things into the content, as well as do more channel reviews and more questions. If you have any more, post them on the questions thing today, and we'll jump in tonight. Postal Barbecue. Last channel that we'll review. Same thing. Okay, so this is one of the examples, redundancy on your cover and your thing. Try to potentially do something different. So this cover could be updated. When I recently did it here, I kind of did like a reverse of the logo. I wanted to show some images of what you can expect on this channel. I'm not even practicing what I preach as far as the new videos every week, because I'm going to be honest, on this particular channel, I'm not posting new videos every week. And that's the problem of having multiple channels. There is a link that gets you to build an email list. You can, set that up. Just a side note there, and then some different links up here in reference to Live Love. I don't think you can move that Google Plus thing, but you do want your top social networks. So here's the point. This can look one way, and then complement your channel icon can then complement your cover, but doesn't have to be like a mirror image. And so on here, whatever your video schedule is, new videos every week, and that's something that I'll be throwing on my covers. I just gotta do it. And then what it is, barbecue tips, spice reviews, whatever, your top 3 unique selling propositions. Build out your homepage with playlists and some different things, as well as seriously good like chicken recipes. The playlists are a backup. You have them, so you could just add them to the homepage. Live Love Latte's thing of start here is absolutely brilliant, and we all should follow her example on that. This could be kind of cleaned up a little bit, spaced out as a great experience. This is like a selling yourself to people. It's like, hey guys, nice to meet you. I have a chance to pitch you my value, tell you a little bit about myself, tell you about my channel, and convince you in a non-pushy way to subscribe. And so and then definitely more social, like figuring out your social networks. Now, Live Love Latte and the different things, you can put a business email on your page here. I would suggest doing that. And because all of us, you never want to be closed to the opportunity for sponsorships, people that discover you, they want to send you free stuff. And so it's as easy as, and it does have a Kapaji or whatever for business inquiries. And here's kind of like spacing too, like, thanks for checking it out. My name's Sean and this is what I'm doing. And you could space it out a little bit, make it clean, keep crushing it. We'll talk soon, whatever your stuff is. Business email, social media. These sounds like the ramblings of a madman as far as how all over the place I am, but I hope you're getting some value. And then your videos, strong, good, great thumbnails, really making me hungry, A, and then B, the right amount of text. Here's a huge tip, guys. When a video has been watched, this watch thing goes on here. Then this clock and time goes in the corner. So your available text goes here and up here. So he's putting his text in a consistent place, gives a good channel branding. Yeah, you're crushing it, man. And so this looks good. Let's actually just look really quick. Cool intro thing. You know, once you have that, you just keep using it over and over. Good use of affiliate guides, of affiliate links and stuff, items used, good use of your description. Hey guys, power tip. Every video, all of us shot our videos on a camera once they go on YouTube. So you could potentially, once people find you and they're like, man, I wonder what kind of camera this guy uses. They can, you can always link that up. Your choice. Double power tip. Affiliate links for US and Canada. Jabin lives in Canada. I don't have that. So any international audience I miss out on, one of the things that I want to start implementing. But in this case, so super clear what it is, and they could go either place. And once this is done, you could just copy paste, your info from the last video into the new video. The good disclaimer, you got to disclose if you have affiliate links. And then this little paragraph right here, stacking your keywords and whatnot. Great job. All right, guys. So thanks so much for being on the call. This video is live in the members area. We'll be live in the members area. All the rest of the bonuses and stuff are still coming. Tons of cool stuff coming down the line. Video Ranking Academy is like a living, breathing community. I'm super passionate about it. I'm committed to your success. I take your success personally. It's a reflection on you and it's a reflection on me. And so let's jam together. Let's build our influence, income, and impact with online video. And 7 o'clock PSD tonight, we'll jump on another call. Would love to hang out with you then as well. If you want to be on both, cover some other things. If your question didn't get answered, we'll be throwing it in tonight, doing some more channel reviews tonight. But totally appreciate you. Love what you're doing. Inspired by the results that the Video Ranking Academy members are getting. And we got a lot of other cool stuff coming this month because I am passionate about you monetizing and creating passive income for you and your family and turning your views into income. And so do the homework, put out videos, keep growing, keep getting those distinctions of good ideas and good research. And we got a lot more stuff to come in the future, guys. So thanks again for hanging out. Let me know if you have any questions in the Facebook group and just connect. And I'd love to hear your feedback of how it went in there. I'll jam with you in there in a second. Hit me up on social media at Sean Cannell. Appreciate you so much. Keep crushing it and we'll talk soon.